To add a new database field to the report, select the Field Explorer. Let's say you want to add the contact name of the company to the report. Expand the database section and locate the field. If necessary, use the UI Info tool to determine the field name. Drag the field NAME CTAC onto the report into the Detail section. This procedure can be performed from either the Design tab or the Preview tab. It really is that simple. When database fields are added to a report, the field column is titled using the field name. Because most field names do not represent the desired description, rename the field something more appropriate. Field titles are text-type fields, so changing them is as simple as double-clicking the field and editing the text. It may be necessary to adjust the field length after entering the new text. To add additional database tables to the report, select Database, Database Expert. The reason for requiring additional tables is to obtain additional database field information. For example, the existing customer table contains all the customer master record information, but it does not contain the customer invoice information. Let's add the posted invoicing information, but first let's remove the fields from the Details section so there will be room for the new data. When removing fields, it's best to select the database field, not the text field. When the database field is removed, the title will be removed with it. But the opposite is not true. The Database Expert command returns to the Table section screen where the ARCUS table was selected earlier. To add an additional table, first find the table and click the Include button. To add the posted database information, select the AROBL table. Remember, if the database table name is not known, select the technical information document available within the online documentation, as discussed earlier. After selecting the AROBL table, click the Links tab. If Smart Linking is turned off, Crystal will not perform any automatic links and require the links to be performed manually. If Smart Linking is turned on, Crystal will link together index fields that contain the same field name. Link the ID CUST field from the ARCUS table to the ID CUST field within the AROBL table. Remove any other links that may exist if Smart Linking is turned on. For the best performance, when possible, link the fields using the table index, identified with the triangle to the left of the field name. The default link type with Crystal is inner join. For most Accpac reports, this is the preferred join type. This is because inner joins display all relevant information between the tables. For example, selecting inner join with the existing database tables on this report, the system will display all documents for all customers. If the link is reversed, linking from AROBL to ARCUS, and the link type is left outer join, only those customers that contain documents will appear if the Forced From option is also selected. New customers or customers that don't have documents will not appear, or at best, appear at the end of the list. Possibly a better example to describe how a report will appear using different link types is a salesperson report. If you linked from the Posted Documents table to the Salesperson Code table, and a salesperson didn't have any sales for the time period the report was printed, those salespeople that didn't earn any commission will not appear using a left outer join if the Forced From option is selected. It's probably better to print the salesperson on the report even though their commission is 0, so you at least know if a salesperson didn't earn any commission. rather than having them not appear on the report. All salespeople will print using an inner join, regardless of earning any commission. Then refresh the report and access the new field information. Select the Field Explorer to access the new field information from the AROBL table. Let's say you want the report to display all the customer posted documents sorted by customer. The report is already grouped by the customer ID, which automatically becomes the primary sort. So place the document information within the Details section. It needs to be placed within the Details section, so Crystal Reports will repeat the section for each occurrence of a document. Let's place the document number, the document date, and how about the document amount, selecting the home currency, all in the Details section of the report. When the report is refreshed, those documents that belong to the specific customer will appear. At this point, the field lengths can be adjusted slightly so the information can be seen. Currently, the report shows the documents for the customer in the order they were added. This may or may not be what you want. Possibly you want to see all invoices separated from credit notes and payments, or the transactions sorted by date or amount. Let's sort the report by the Amount field. Within the Report menu, there is a Record Sort Expert menu option. The primary sort is the customer number. Crystal will always force the primary sort to be the field that the report is grouped. Although the primary sort can't be changed, subsequent sorts can be added. Select the Amount field, choosing Ascending Order. Returning to the report sorts appropriately. Also notice that the secondary sort will only sort the records based on the primary sort. Therefore, all documents are still specific to the customer. A report can contain multiple groups. For example, possibly you want to group the customers by country code. To add a group, select Insert Group. The fields will be displayed first, showing the fields that are selected on the report, then the fields from the first table, and subsequent tables after that. Locate the country code field. The country code will be found in the customer table. Here it is, CODECTRY. Selecting OK, the system returns to the preview screen. It creates a group header and footer 2 section. This is because the customer ID is identified as Group 1. The country code, however, is not displaying those customers sorted by country, but instead displaying which country a customer exists. To display the report showing which customers belong to a particular country, switch the Group 1 and 2 sections so the primary sort is country. To switch the groups, select the Design tab. In the gray area on the left side of the window, click and hold the Group 2 section and move it outside the Group 1 section, and then release. What was Group 1 is now Group 2. When the report is previewed now, the report is grouped by country code, showing those customers that belong to each country. The white area at the far left displays the data tree. Expanding Canada, for instance, displays the Canadian customers. Clicking on a customer number will access that section of the report. There may be situations when a section of the report needs to be modified, such as forcing a page break after a section or not having the section print at all. For example, looking in the Group Footer 2 section, there really is no need to print the customer number again. The group header is sufficient. Within the gray area to the left, and possibly easier to perform from the Design tab, right-click within the Group Footer 2 section and select Suppress. In fact, perform the same for the Group Footer 1 section. Previewing the report again, there is more real estate on the page for more information. The Design tab shows suppressed sections with diagonal lines through a gray background. We just discussed how to suppress a section, but let's look at the sections in more detail. Again, right-clicking within the gray area to the left, you have the ability to add, modify, or remove sections or components of a section. One of the choices is Section Expert. This displays all the sections on the report with the ability to perform conditions on those sections. For example, possibly you want to force a page break after printing the last customer within a country. To do this, highlight the Group Footer 1 section and click the New Page After box. Returning to the report preview, the report now prints each country at the top of a page. The section commands can also be used to perform drill downs. This time, right-click within the gray area of the Details section and select Hide. When the report is refreshed, only the customer's number and name appear. Moving the mouse over the customer number field, it becomes a magnifying glass. Double-click on the magnifying glass to drill into the hidden section to display the customer documents, but only the documents for the customer selected.
Let's take a look at creating new reports in Crystal.